folks, welcome back. This is TCast. Today we're going to explore the Mary Bibb Park, or the rededication of Mary Bibb Park. I believe it was part of Mackenzie Hall, and it sits adjacent to Mackenzie Hall, and behind that is the old Windsor jail. A little bit about Mary E. Bibb. Mary Elizabeth Bibb, born 1820 to 1877, an American-born educator and abolitionist leader. She was considered by some one of the first Canadian black journalists. Mary Bibb, the daughter of a free black Quaker parent, she was born Mary Elizabeth Bibb in Rhode Island around 1820. She studied at Massachusetts State School in Lexington, today Farmington State University. Graduated in 1843. The principal of that school was Samuel Joseph Mary, who supported women's rights and education for black people. She was one of the first black women teachers in North America. She taught in schools in Boston, Albany, New York, and Cincinnati. She became involved in anti-slavery activities in 1847. She met Harry Bibb, an escaped slave and abolitionist, and became Bibb's second wife in June of the following year. After the Fugitive Slave Act was passed in 1850, the Bibbs moved to Canada West, settling first in Sandwich and then in Windsor. The couple frequently took in slaves into their home, arriving in Windsor via the Underground Railroad. In 1851, she began publishing a newspaper called The Voice of the Fugitive, the first major newspaper targeted on black Canadians. Mary and Henry Bibb also took part in the leadership of the Refugees Home Society, which helped former slaves settle in Canada, providing them with land and building schools and churches. Mary also taught school, educating both children and adults. In 1851, the Bibbs organized a North American convention in Toronto on how free black American Canadians should respond to Fugitive Slave Act on October 9th. In 1853, the office of the Voice of the Fugitive newspaper was mysteriously burned to the ground, and Mary and Henry tried to retrieve it, but Henry died suddenly in the summer of 1854. 39. Sometime after 1855, the Bibb married Isaac and Carrie, and she opened a store in Windsor until 1865. From 1865 to 1871, after Carrie's death, she returned to the U.S. to Brooklyn, New York, where she died in 1877. Mary and Henry Bibbs were declared persons of national history and significance by the government of Canada. It's been a long time since this park needed to be renamed, and I'm so glad that it did get renamed. It is a wonderful park, and we're walking through here now, and we're coming up. This is the back side of Mackenzie Hall, and to the other side is the jail to the right side. And then we're coming out to the Mackenzie Hall here, and there's a nice right here. There's a nice mural painted on the side of the building stating that this was the third courthouse of Sandwich or Windsor. That one there. And then this is the fourth dedication and all those participants that came to that celebration. It was also noted Queen Elizabeth II's birthday of 1855, May 24th, 1855. Now it serves us as the May 24, or Queen Victoria's birthday, which we proudly celebrate and take an extra Monday off mid-May. So continue on through here. We're just going to roll through here. This is the rededication. Pretty soon we're going to be coming up to the sign here. Kind of zoomed in there for you. I don't know if you can read all of that, but it is there. And so we're probably just going to wrap things up here, and I'll let this video continue out with some nice instrumental music and let you reflect. We're going to come up to the sign here in just a few seconds. We're just about there. Just bear with us. A few minutes longer. Beautiful mural, really. And here we come out to Mary Bibb Park. Some history about Canadian justice and or reform and prisons, you could be flogged in prison until 1972. Though it wasn't used very frequently after 1968. I believe there were only 15 accounts in 1968, whereas priorly to that, in 1954, when there was a study done, there were 333 elected candidates for flogging. With cat of nine tails, you could get beat with a hose as well, a padded hose, depending the severity of your crime. Mostly reserved for people with crimes of robbery, rape, and or abuse to a spouse physically. But it seems odd that you kept flogged in Canada until 1972. But that's Canada. A little behind the times. We're hoping that we'll get better cell phone companies in Canada soon, because we're all getting raped over that. We should be flogging the cell phone companies. That's what they ought to be doing, or the owners of cell phone companies. Just ripping people off in this country. And that's the dedication to Mackenzie Hall. And like I said, we're just going to cut this out, and we'll continue with a little bit of music through the end of this video, and then we'll come back to the conversation. Have a great day. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment right here on PCast. Thank you very much, and we will see you the next time. So that was a bit of a short intermission, and now we're flashing through here the front side of Mackenzie Hall, which is a beautiful building, and it is the most historical building in Windsor, Ontario, Canada. And as we come around now, Mackenzie Hall is one of the most historical areas in Windsor. Mackenzie Hall is a living link between our colorful legal past and our artistry present. Originally the courthouse goal, Mackenzie Hall is now a cultural center for the city of Windsor, with performing arts space, theater, art galleries, meeting facilities, and ballrooms for private rental and special events. Constructed of limestone in a classic revelry style, Mackenzie Hall is administered by the Parks and Recreation Culture and Facility Department. Concerts and exhibits, arts and exhibits, puppet shows, theaters, social events, day and overnight trips, poetry readings, folk songs, folk music, sing-along, children performances, and other cultural events are offered. A variety of leisure recreation workshop classes and programs that emphasize art and the culture of all age groups are available. Don't miss out. Make sure you enjoy the Mackenzie Hall once we open up again, hopefully this summer. So thank you very much. This has been the rededication to Mary Bibb, Mary Elizabeth Bibb, abolitionist, journalist, and definitely a supporter of all human rights. So please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe this video, and subscribe to my channel and to this video. It's been a great time. I'm getting better at YouTube, and I'm so glad that you're here along for the ride. Please comment. I know that this may not be very special to you, but it's special to me. I like this Mackenzie Hall, and I like the parks, and I like rededication, and I've always been a man of philanthropy, equality, and repartition, and that's what this is. It's repartition and giving recognition to those of great distinction and overall exemplary conduct above and beyond what the average normal human being has done. And I would say that Mary Elizabeth Bibb has far exceeded the expectation of humans in every aspect, and she is a historical figure, a hero, and a cultural icon to Canada. We need to respect and cherish her memory and what she did for the repatriation of black slaves and equality throughout the world, because without Canada, I don't think we'd have such equality across the world. So thank you very much, Canada, for doing that. You were the gleaming, shining light to the oppression that was taking place throughout the 1700s in great numbers in North America. So again, Mary Elizabeth Bibb, our hats go off to you. You are a patriot of Canada. Thank you very much. You all have a wonderful day. It's just about to the end of the video, and I'd like to, again, please like, share, and subscribe right here at TCast. We're doing this to involve you, to give you retrospect, and to increase public awareness. Please make sure that you wear your mask, practice safe distancing, and we'll see you next.